Okay, so this video is about the Paylocity app that we're going to be using for payroll. So I thought I would record my steps for installing it. So I'm going to go ahead. This is going to be a little different because I've already recorded the video on my phone and I didn't talk while I was doing it. So I'm going to record this with the sound now and show you how I did it on my phone. Okay? So let me hide this toolbar. So the first thing I had to do was to go to the App Store, which for Android phone is called Google Play, and I searched for Paylocity and I installed it. So that went pretty quick there. I had to click install and download the app, all of which I did on my first video, which I then messed up. So then I came back and opened it because I hadn't shown it from the first video. So from this screen, you'll click on an install button right here, okay? Okay, so then once I installed it, I opened the app. And when you open the app, it asks you for a company ID, username, and password, but you haven't yet set up your account, okay? So at first I typed in the user ID, and then I realized I had to go down here and register as a new user. And to register as a new user, the first step is to enter your telephone number, which I've just realized you could figure out if you were very good at watching the numbers. And then you got a verification code that you typed in. And once you type in the verification code, then it recognizes you and asks you for your social security number, which I blurred out and took away, and then for your birth date. And I did want to talk about something I just did. It's really not used to doing the voiceover. So I did want to point out that usually this is just a little calendar app. If you click on the year, you can get the list of years, so you don't have to keep scrolling back through things. So I entered my birth date, entered my personal email, which you're now all going to have. So if you ever want to email me on an email that I don't even really check at all, and then a username. And I messed up a little bit with the username because it says that you can only use letters, numbers, periods, and underscores. And I tried to use a dash at first. So I come back later and put in a period, but just so you know, this is what I do. So make sure you have 8 characters and only letters, numbers, and periods and underscores. No asterisks. I debated a bit about how to make this a username I would remember. And then, of course, the next step is the all-important password. You're going to create a password, and you're going to have to confirm this password. So see, this is where it errors. And I realized that that's a dash and not an underscore. And I decide I'm just going to change it to a dot and leave it because that makes it much easier. So then I register as a new user. This is apparently me spending way too much time thinking about a dot. And my account is created, and I click sign in. So I put my password in and sign in. And then we have to answer some security questions. So these are pretty standard. You know, I pick my security questions and answer my questions. I'm not going to show you all of them because that would be a bad idea. And then once you've answered your security questions, you have to go through this whole terms of use, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and of course, read every single word of this before you agree to it. And then hit next, and then you get the option to set up biometrics, which I really love because I don't know about you, but I got a lot of passwords. Once I set up the biometrics through my phone, took me right in, and I was in the app ready to go. So I hope this helps you to set up your account, and I hope you're all having a great and happy new year.